All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're not back because that is a frozen stream. So I'll be back in just a second. We've got some technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if I can get it fixed before anything else happens. Looks like we've got a real sketchy stream. I can't. You guys are seeing live what I'm seeing, but might have to be back in just a second, guys. We'll see if I can get this stream to work. All right, there we go. His camera is not working though, unfortunately. That is a line out to the shortstop. There we go. Camera's working now. Everything's working now. All right. Line out to the shortstop on I don't know how many pitches, but one away now. Yeah, now that brings up a Kim Sun-bin. Thank you, Luke. As that's in there for a ball, and it's a 1-0. Kim Sun-bin a 2-99 on this season. And that's in there for a strike, 1-1. So 4 pitches now. Looks like 2 pitches to. That is the actual stream, not my video. No, that Luke, that wasn't KBO. That was my my stuff there. But that last one right there, that little pause, that was the KBO stuff. Yeah, I was having difficulties earlier trying to get it. I do have difficulties quite often as the 2-1 is in there for a strike at 2-2. I do have a lot of difficulties. Obviously, I'm running a bunch of stuff going on at one time, so I am going to run into some issues quite often. As a time is called, still waiting on one of my control boxes to come alive. Yeah, as the 2-2 pitch is popped up, second baseman out into the grass, but that will be taken by the right fielder, and that's 2 away. Yeah, Mary Kate, I think honestly, I just think Samsung's offense is clicking it too well right now. Kia is not in the same level as Samsung. Harado has given up 6 home runs on the season, though. Kim Do-young. So I do have to worry about that as a Samsung fan. Harado giving up 6 home runs already. Just a 2.12 ERA on the season in his 8 games. But he's only 2-1. So apparently Samsung does not score runs when Harado actually pitches. As the 0-1 misses low. 1-1. Hitting a 500 on when they stream on this channel. As the 1-1 pitch into the dirts, 2-1. Again, Samsung does not have music that I can play, and Kia's I've uploaded to my computer, but I haven't gone through everything yet. So, all right, here we go. The 2-1 pitch sets up on the outside, and a swing and a miss. 2-2. I think wins. Oh, who do I think? Oh, who do I think? I think Samsung wins. Yeah, I think Samsung wins just because I like Samsung's offense a little bit better. As that's going to be a ground ball, but it's a foul. It rolls up over the tarp. Yeah, that and a big thing is Samsung is at home. Their team is 100% built to play at home. So those of you that just saw that replay, I did look up the rule on what that actually is. A swing and a miss there, and that will be strikeout number 1, out number 3, and we will go to the bottom of the first. Looks like I got to make some changes. Some of the stuff that I did earlier. I got to go Lions. As I know that. Thank you, Donov. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I just you have Nail on the mound, who I think is a better pitcher than Gerardo, but he has not pitched well as of late. Uh, yeah, I saw that. I don't. That's to me that shouldn't be a inside the park home run. That was, I mean, the dude that was just poorly played by the left fielder. Honestly. All right, so Nail out on the mound. He has not pitched well whenever I have streamed. 8 games, 45 innings, just 1-3 though. The UG Hyuk will greet him. I do have some stuff I still have to get all fixed. Yeah, that's the thing. There's errors and then there's official errors, and no one would question that that's not an error. No one would question that at all. But just because he didn't touch it. All right, leading things off, Yuji Hyuk up at the top of the lineup. I don't know if this is a regular occurrence, but Kim Ji Chan not in the top of the lineup. Kim Sung Yoon not in the top of the lineup. Yeah, Samsung playing at home. I mean, yeah, it's tough to not take him as that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. UG Huck is still hitting a 348 on the season, having a fantastic start. Can he keep it up? That is the question. As that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Something haven't seen in the 2 games that I've streamed with Nail is I have not seen him start well. I have not seen him start to throw in strikes. I don't know why he needs an extra stick. He hasn't swung the bat yet. He's just watched the 2 pitches go right down the middle. All right, the 2-0 pitch. Big curveball just gets a piece of it though, and it stays 0-2. Stay getting some YouTube on the old Apple CarPlay. All right, so we'll have the 1-2 pitch once again. That is another slider in there. That probably look like a slider. Again, he throws a sweeper and a slider, so could be either one. Let's see here. Again, still trying to get stuff all set up. Was having some difficulties, but we'll try this 0-2 counsel once again. Well, that is all the way to the backstop, and 1-2. You should be like, Samsung's playing. I need to leave 30 minutes earlier. You need to get a Samsung stipend, as that is fouled away. Stays 1-2. Nail just not able to put him away here. The big difference between Nail this year and Nail in previous years is the strikeouts. He only has 33 strikeouts in 45 innings. So that's, to me, the main difference so far this year, as that is going to be a slapped foul. Da, 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 da. And another foul. 8 pitches to start to this at bat, or to start this game for Nail. Still working on his very first driving time pay. Oh, that's awesome. Instead of, do you get driving time pay or like mileage pay? And another foul. Nail's like, come on, man. What do I got to throw this guy? 235, 137. I would actually take Kium today. As strange as that sounds, you don't often get told to take Kium. Kium and LG would be the other two. Even if he doesn't get on base here, the fact that he's running this pitch count way up like this is an excellent start. It is also getting hotter, ladies and gentlemen. Black pants is an interesting choice. Another foul. 11 pitches. Really? Did you see all the uniforms for Gujauk? All right, the 1-2 pitch again. And that is going to be a ground ball. Second baseman will grab it to throw over, and that is a 12 pitch ground out, even though he grounded out, getting 28. That's not bad. There's your boy, Arpo. Jumping at the old at the wall. Arpo, you need a Dreads uniform. All right, Gujauk steps in, a 313 on the season. I like Samsung to win this one, Gremlin, as that is a foul away. 0-1. I will say I am a 3-0 this week on my stream predictions, my stream games predictions. You should. The 0-1 misses up high, 1-1. Just wait, they're going to have them for sale at one of these stadiums eventually. That is right back up the middle, past the diving shortstop, and Gujauk is going to be on base with a 1-out single. Don't get hit by any balls hit out of the stadium. Diaz and Che Hyung-woo are about to come out. Che Hyung-woo misses outside, ball 1. Just stick the old hand out. 7 home runs on the season, 350 for the old man. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Is this Arpo, is this supposed to be like a throwback series? A retro season or a legend series or something? All right, the 1-1, a swing and a miss. He did not want to swing, but it was too late to hold up. 18 pitches already for Nail. Again, a 12 pitch at bat for Yuji Hyuk to lead off this inning. The 1-2 pitch just misses outside. Couldn't get that to break off the backdoor slider. I guess backdoor sweeper for him. That ball breaks it down a little bit, so to me it feels like more of a sweeper. But that's going to be a ground ball up the middle. That's going to get through. Gujauk is going to round second and head on over to third base, and they've got runners on the corners with only one out. And Diaz coming up. Ah. But I'm talking about like the actual, not like a nickname for the series, because Kia's wearing their red tops and black pants like the old Haiti Tigers, and Samsung's wearing uh, those pinstripe uniforms. I mean, they're not wearing their Hanja uniforms, so maybe it's not. 20 pitches. No, like sometimes they have a legend matchup or something like that. KT or Hanwha? No idea, man. Uh Go Young Pyo is not pitched well. He gives up a lot of home runs. Hanwha is hitting really, really well lately. Another 1-0 pitch almost hits him in the elbow. 2-0. One home run this season. That was the last Samsung away game or home game that we streamed, and that was the walk off. Yeah, a slider has more vertical movements. Is that's a in there for a strike? So a sweeper is almost all left to right movements. A slider is left to right, but it also has drop at the end. Yeah, without a doubt, they're going to be riding Cushing hard since White will start tomorrow. As the 2-1 is up high, swing and a miss at a ball up at his eyes. Yeah, they a sweeper is a variation of the traditional slider, is what they say. Boy, is this dripping in sweat. That misses up high, runs the count full, our first full count of the day. Yeah. He actually throws his sweeper 32% of the time, also. The 3-1, a swing, another foul. Yeah, and he just can't put anybody away. I have to think that he might go leave this his sweeper because they keep hitting it. Sweepers are more popular now because they break more from especially when you're having a right on right matchup. They break away so much. All right, here we go. The 3-2 pitch once again, and that is going to be ripped, but foul. Oh for 5 on the season with runners on the corners. Not the stat you want. You do not want your number of hits to match your uniform, especially when you're number 0. Harpo's calling it's not a 4-6-3. Swing and a miss. You were wrong, Harpo. Gets the outside slider. Just catches the outside as Diaz misses it. A little behind it. 28 pitches for Nail as he gets his first strikeout of the day. That brings up Pak Sung Gyu. They'll double check to make sure they don't have any little league double steal. It is very, very popular in the KBO. Shea Young-gu over at second at first base has negative speed. That's misses outside. He throws a changeup 15% of the time. Is outside, and they're gonna have a little mound visit. I mean, minus the fact that he's already thrown 30 pitches this inning. A 1-0 pitch. Sets up on the outside. Breaks over, and that's a two-seam that catches the bottom of the zone. 1-1. Two-seam is his main pitch, ladies and gentlemen. He's one of the handful that leads with a two-seam. He actually throws that to 32% of the time, just a little bit more than that sweeper. It'll vary, obviously, as that is in there for a strike at the top of the zone. He does throw a fastball, but it is actually his 5th pitch, just to 4% of the time. Yeah, well, I mean, when you have the first guy that's up, you throw 12 pitches to him. And the 1-2 is lifted to right field. Nasung Bomb will go back, sticks up the glove, and makes the catch. That will be 3 away. They get back-to-back singles, but leave them both on. We'll go to the second inning, tied at 0. Leaving them both on. Du- 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 du. 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up. This next at bat is the at bat I'm looking at for the day. You got a Hirado who has given up 6 home runs on the season, and you have Adeline who just absolutely only hits home runs. So that is, and they're playing in a Samsung in Daegu. Only runs so far is Lotte. They've got 1. That's a Guac Bean on the mound for Doosan, right? Yep. If anything else is interesting so far, looks like KT's got the lead runner on in the bottom of the second there. This game, obviously, nothing. Hume's got the early lead. Five home runs in just 8 games. All right, Adeline now steps in and looks at a strike right down the middle. 0 and 1. Adrenaline and a swing and a miss. That's the pitch that he strikes out on a lot. I imagine they're going to keep going to it. 10 hits, 5 of them home runs. He leads Kia in home runs in this month, and he catches him looking on the outside. That's his first name too. What's really hard is writing it in Korean. La, 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 la. I just so many la, 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 la's. All right, to Nasong Bama steps in now. That is on the outside. So Arpo, I've been we discussed this with my students. Arpo, what is the hardest word for you to say in English? Took off the bottom. You don't have to guess, as that is going to be a liner over the second baseman, and that is going to be the first hit of the day for the old Kia Tigres. Pneumano ultra microscopic silicovolcano neosis. Volcano caniosis. All right, to Kim Ho Young pulls the bat back. It just misses. Ball 1, 1-0. That's Luke. So this is what we talked about. None of my Korean friends is going to be a liner into left field, and the back-to-back singles from Kia now is they don't have the same situation that that Samsung has, but yeah. So I live in a rural area, and not only do I live in a rural area, the mascot for the rural area is the squirrel. So I had my students try to say rural squirrel. All right, this little thick boy here, ladies and gentlemen. Park Sung Joon, the old thick boy. Is going to be lifted to left field, and that might get down just foul. Just foul. Some of them do actually. Some of them do. Some of them have come into the stream. Not on a regular basis, more like just as they're trying to play around. A handful of them are pretty big baseball fans. As the 1-1 lays off of it. Check over there. He did not go. 2-1. We lost our looks like we lost our whatever our strike zone on the screen. 23 pitches now for Rado. Runners on first and second. So he lays off of that to 3-1. Da, 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 da. A rural squirrel juror. I don't think most anybody can say that. Uh-oh, Doosan has tied it up. That is going to be a single right back up the middle. Na Sung Bomb. Are they going to send him? They are. As Pak Sung Kyu comes through, and that is going to be the first run of the day. As Kia comes through with the bases, runners on first and seconds. Another single, this time of the RBI variety. We're now still runners on first and seconds with still just one out. Back to back to back singles doing what Samsung couldn't. Skate salad? I don't know what a skate salad is. I know what a steak salad is. I mean, that's misses inside. Ball one. Kim Tae-goon, 231 on the season. Pretty much just catches for nail at this point. And that's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, 1-1. 27 pitches now for Hirado. 13 in the first inning, 14 here. It's all right, Luke. Remember, Nail threw 30 pitches in that first inning. And a stolen base. Kim Oh-ryong stealing third base. He actually came off the bag there. I wonder. He's out. That's what he's out. He's out, but they're not going to video replay it. The 1-2 pitch. Foul stays. Because that's what I thought. This specific thing is what I talk about a lot, especially with the second basemen and the shortstops. They have very poor fundamentals, especially the shortstops and the second basemen. When they're trying to catch the throw from the catcher, they reach a lot. As that one is lifted up, but will get foul. They reach a lot. So they reach and then they try to drag the ball back. And that causes a lot of extra stolen bases. Instead of letting the ball travel, for some reason they think that them grabbing the ball and tagging is going to be faster than the ball coming to them, which it's obviously not. As the 1-2 is going to be a little bloop, that is going to be trouble, and it gets down, and Kim Oh-ryong is going to come on in, and that will be runners still on the runners at first and second. Another single, back to back to back singles. As he throws the bats, but as he throws it, it ends up, yeah. So that's the thing is I talk about it all the time. When they go to tag, they reach for it instead of accepting it or getting it or letting it come to them. And then the second thing is they don't keep the tags on. They like to do the swipe tag instead of directly down. That's why what cost Kium a run yesterday, because their catcher tried to swipe back instead of just pulling straight out. As looks like we've got, looks like he might be bleeding or something. Trying to stop the bleeding, I guess. Yeah, that's that's Kim Do-young. He actually, or sorry, no, that's Jun Byung-woo. Actually had the tag on. That's why I always tell him. Yeah, they just didn't review it. That's why I always tell him, That's why I always talk about during the broadcast about keeping the tag on because uh, they often slide too late in this league and they end up coming off the bag. Is he wearing heart eye black? Yeah, sliding catch because yeah, sliding catches when they shouldn't be making sliding catches is the issue. Looks like KT is taking an early 1-0 lead, and they are still threatening. Bases loaded in the bottom of the second inning, but do have two outs. Keom's now up a 2-0 as two errors from NC allowed them to score. Thank you, life. Live life to the fullest. All right, so here we go. Top of the second, still Jung Hyun Chang out on in the 130 as that's going to be a ground ball, but it's foul. Murado has been sitting there for a while now. That's a good thing for James Nail, who had a rough start with throwing over 30 pitches in that first inning, giving him a chance to kind of rest a little bit. But now it might be too much. A swing and a miss there from Jun Hyung Chang. He's hitting 130 on the season. He's a guy that's the only reason why he's playing short is because they signed Dale and Dale his offense fell off. Should be an easy out here as that's his swing and a miss again. Like I said, should be an easy out. Strikeout number 3 and two away. Yeah, it again the way I describe the KBO is they learn to play by watching YouTube. They learn by watching like ESPN top 10 plays, as that's in there for a strike as he moves out of the way, but it was caught a good a full ball onto the strike zone. So yeah, they make a lot of diving catches. They make a lot of bad reads, and they try to throw the extra base a lot. Is that is a swing and a miss now, and it's 0-2. A lot of right fielders trying to throw people out on the fly instead of throwing it and hitting your cutoff. And another thing is the shortstops go way out into the field, into the outfield, as that's going to be rolled over. A second baseman will pick it up, throw across, and that will be a 3-way. But 4 straight singles, it gives them 2 and the lead as we go to the bottom of the second. 2-0. Yeah, it's yeah, there it's pure chaos. Like you never know what is really going to happen in this league. You never know what's going to happen in any time. I mean, just think yesterday's SSG and KT game. What they score? 26 runs, and that was after they scored 22 runs on Wednesday. Oh, Sean, you want to talk about bad footwork? Watch some of the first baseman. Watch some of the first baseman. But yes, 100% bad footwork by a lot of the middle infielders. Yeah. I well, they're so high scoring because of the bullpens. That's the main thing. The bullpens aren't able to throw strikes, and obviously that causes a lot of issues. All right, so bottom of the second, gonna have Jun Byung-woo coming in. 32 pitches for Nail in that first inning. 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up for Samsung. They a lot of them will take 2 or 3 steps towards first base when they make the throw. But yeah, the games are so high scoring as that is in there for a strike and it's 0-1. These games are often so high scoring because of one specific thing, and that is they have a very big focus on the pitch speed, and they don't focus so much on location. J routes, the Gyuk routes, we'll call it that. That's the swing and a miss. The Japanese G or K sound. There we go. My box finally came alive. 1-2, way out of the zone there, and it's 2-2. Part of that also, Sean, is a lot of outfielders are failed infielders. That is another full count, second full count of the day for Samsung. Diaz had the first and then struck out on it. The 3-2 is popped up. Shortstop coming in just onto the grass, makes the play and 1 away. Yeah, a lot of them, like for instance, Samsung's center fielder was originally a second baseman, but made a lot of errors at second, so he moved into center field. Hanwha's a left fielder, is used to be a middle infielder, but he played center, and then they tried him back at second, and then now he's over in left. All right, EJ Hyun steps in and misses outside. A ball one, 1-0. Then you have other guys. Yeah, right field is obviously, yeah. And you can't throw them all at first base as the 1-0 pitch is lifted up. A shortstop in the grass. He's going to make a back-to-back pop fly catches and a 2 away. For instance, Hanwha's first baseman was a second baseman, and then a shortstop, and then a third baseman, then a first baseman, then a left fielder, then a right fielder, and now he's back to playing first. Other guys like Hanwha's DH, Kangbae Ko, was a catcher and a pitcher in high school. Beautiful pitch down to the bottom of the zone, 0-1 to Kang Min Ho. Kang Min Ho finally coming back. As the 0-1 pitch misses as he tried to get the front door slider, but it's so Kang Min Ho has since he's been back hitting 571 with a home run. He was sent back. He was sent down to work on some stuff down in the second league, but doing all right now that he's back. Yeah, yeah. So many guys are failed infielders because that misses inside at 2-1. So they stick them into center. Often, if they're fast, they'll stick them into center field because that is the. I'm going to say this, but don't take it the wrong way. It's the easiest outfield position to play, as that is going to be a slow roller. Third baseman picks it up, throws across the mound or across the diamond, and that will be 1, 2, 3. I do not mean easiest as in. I mean easiest to read fly balls from. Will be the end of the second. We'll go to the third inning. It's 2-0. But oftentimes, again, those middle infielders are put into center field because it's easier to for them to learn. But I'm the same way. I was a middle infielder. I was a shortstop. Yeah, the inside the park home run that should have been an error. Yeah, so I'm a middle infielder. I was a shortstop, second baseman, and catcher. And like when I play outfield, it's not pretty because oftentimes as an infielder, your first step is in versus, and when you're trying to catch pop flies, you're running with the ball versus in the outfield, you're running to where the ball is going. And I don't think they spend enough time. I think what they do is they spend a lot of time with the pitching machine, throwing, sending pitches up into the out for the outfielders. I don't think they spend enough time shagging fly balls that have a hook or a slice with it from a right or a left-handed batter. All right, we're back at top of the third inning. Hirado still out there on the mound, obviously. We'll have the 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up for Kia. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can play serviceable outfield just because I'm enough of an athlete. Flew out to right field in his first at bat, 0 for 1 on the day, and that is going to be a ground ball right back to Hirado. Sticks out the glove, throws over to his buddy Diaz, and that's one away. But yeah, I prefer not to play outfield at all. Send somebody else there to run around. I don't want to run all the way out into the outfield every single game to not do anything. Oh yeah, my knees are bad. As that's going to be a ground ball. Third baseman throws it over, and that's quickly 2 away. I actually, yeah. I mean, I get that where you catch it running in to be able to throw better to have momentum. But yeah, as a catcher, my knees are pretty rough. I have actually I I had MRIs on my knees when I was having some knee pain, and apparently I have a cyst in the back of both of my knees. But since we didn't have any surgery needed, we just left them in there, so they're just hanging out there. Adeline a swing and a miss on that pitch off the plate again. We'll see if they go back to it. Nope, that's going to be off the handle, but the center fielder coming in, and that was a jump catch on a routine fly ball. As we talk about outfielders, ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Welcome, sir. Just in time to watch them come back out for another play. That takes us to the bottom of the inning. 2-0 Samsung. Or sorry, 2-0 here. I was wondering if you were coming. Quick. 1, 2, 3 inning there. See elsewhere around the league, KT still up 1-0. LG's up a 2-0. Elote Dusan tied at the singles, and Kium's got that 2-0 lead over the old NC Dinos. Da, 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 da. Hey, that's apparently they're I was a squat. There was when I'm old enough that there was no none of that. kneeling, one knee thing. I I was around before knee savers. Now all the catchers have knee savers. When I did catch a few times, I hated them. I absolutely hated them because it's just the way I naturally taught myself. Uh, what I would do is I would actually kind of bounce off of my calves in order to create more force going forward. And so, obviously, bouncing off of a solid muscle is a little bit better than bouncing off of that padded knee saver stuff. Obviously, my knees are shot because of it, but that's beside the point. Is that is in there for a strike as he or fouls it away. 0-1. Uh oh. What'd you have done? You should what you should do is you should save your time and save your money and just get all your dental work done here in Korea. Oops, wrong side as the 1-1 pitch. And that is lifted up. Will get out of play though. Get yourself a $10 cleaning. 47 pitches for Nail. 32 in that's first inning. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the day for him. If he can get that swing and miss on that sweeper, he is going to be setting nicely. And stepping in now is the old Yuji Hyuk. He had a 12 pitch at bat. Oh, yeah, I had one in Korea. Uh-oh, is it a time for a bunt, Kiwi? That is going to be rolled over. First pitch, a ground ball to the second baseman who just holds it. Yeah, 100%. Like if I was starting out, I would they would be perfectly fine. Yeah. There we go, Sean. It is a little slower, but you can have it all in one. Is that is ooh, that missed. So those of you guys watching in Soup, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Though that is a recommendation. It's extremely important. As Gujauk has a 1-0 count here, 1-for-1 on the day, singled in his first at bat, so that's in there for a strike. 1-1, and as he moans and complains about the ball. Oh yeah, Kim Sun Bin. Well, that's it. Did you? I don't know if you watched the beginning. Uh, Yuji Hawk had a 12 pitch at bat and grounded it out to the second baseman. And then just a one pitch at bats, and the second time as that misses outside, he's still not getting it to break over. Thank you, Sean. Arpo, what is the deal with these groups? Like, why do they have so many of these uniforms? It's the 2-1 pitch, pops him up. The shortstop out on the grass. Nope, back onto the dirt. Nope, back onto the grass. Here, there, everywhere as a 1-2-3 inning once again. We'll go to the top of the fourth. It's 2-0. Thank you, Mary Kate. Another quick inning for Nail as he's getting that pitch count back under control. 32 pitches in that first inning. Thought it was going to be a rough day for him. Coming up is going to be the 5 is 6 is 7 hitters for the Kia Tigres. Let's see if I can get a official pitch count here. 53, just 9 pitches there. Unfortunately, Gerardo just only threw 5 pitches in his last inning. All right, so we're here, top of the 4th inning. Gerardo again, 42 pitches through his 3 innings so far, 13 in the first, 24 in the second, as he gave up back to back to back to back singles. One of them a little bloop that scored a run after the stolen base that just should have been an out. And that's his ball 1 outside, 1-0. Sung Bomb, a 1-for-1 on the day, has scored a run after a single, pops that one up though. Center fielder will come in. And 1 away. Yeah, it is pretty nice. When did I think it opened in 2016? Maybe you need more eye black. If you had more eye black, you'd be able to see that. All right, Kim Young steps in as that misses inside, 1-0. 1-for-1 on the day, a stolen base and a run scored. And that is going to be deep into the hole. He's got to get rid of it quickly. Not in time, and he beats it out with an infield single. He fast. He fast. He got rid of it quickly. Well, it looked like he said he couldn't see it. Oh, they are not going to video replay this. I wasn't sure if they would or not. As that's going to be rolled over. Diaz sticks the glove out, but it is a foul. Yeah, no 1-1. No, back-to-back he hits for Kim Young. Yeah, I don't know if it's the angle of the lights or what, but yeah, they really struggle to be able to catch a lot of balls, especially in the stadium Jamshil. You'll see a bunch of right fielders really struggling with the ball. All right, the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball under the glove of the second baseman. He should have been able to make that catch, but he doesn't as it drops right below his glove, and you've got runners on first and seconds once again. %100% should have been caught. Murado knows it too. That brings up a Kim Tae-goon. He had the RBI single, the little bloop into right field in his first at-bat. And is 1 out, though, here. All right, so that's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. 0-1. Little banana peel for you. Oh, I could field, yeah. I could field. The same thing, I could field, I could never hit, though. My way too sweet, way too swoopy of a swing. All right, here we go. Oh, one right in there for a strike, but the catcher drops it anyway, and it's 0-2. 333 on this season with the runners in scoring position. That includes his 1-for-1 today. Well, I have that is going to be a ground ball bobbled by the third baseman that throws it to second and then to first. Outs. Unhook the piano catch. 5-4-3 double play on a bobble by the third baseman. We will go to the bottom of the fourth. 2-0. Yeah. I mean I got that one. I like to play this one when the managers come out. I used to have a lot more. But I don't know if they're still here or not. This is the one that I use the most. Kiwi knows which one this is. I use this the most when I used to be a Hanwha fan and only stream Hanwha games. I use that one a lot. When a certain manager used to come up on the screen, I would use this one. Or this one. Those were the most common. Then I also have all right, so we've got to the bottom of the fourth inning here. We've got I got to get back to my base runners, and in case somebody gets on base. All right, to Che Hyung-Woo leading things off. 1-for-1 on the day with a single, but was stranded, and it looks like just strike one. Yeah, I used to have an absolute ton of them, but that is going to be another little single. Is that ooh, just gets foul. Now that I'm streaming it for any team, I try to have more stuff, I guess, and more actual baseball stuff and less play stuff. I need one more big streaming box is what I need for like extra music, like strikeout music, out music for all the different teams. But maybe one day when I start making the big bucks. All right, to Che Hyung-Woo. Yeah, yeah. I think if Kia would have been halfway decent last year, he would have stayed, as that's going to be a ground ball. First baseman grabs it, underhand, toss the nail, covers the bag, and a little PFP for out number one. Yeah, they do still just rakes. So Brink, can you answer me this? Why did James pick number 40? Oh, Moonyan Ben with a home run. That's way outside. I don't know. Diaz 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out in his first at bats. That is going to be back to the first baseman. He takes it himself this time. He says, "Hey, James, man, just save your energy. You go back to the mound." Two away now. Pak Sung Gyu steps in. Pak Sung Gyu 0 for 1 on the day. Flew out to right field in his first at bat. That's misses up high, ball one. I gotta scroll up here. Three numbers, they were all awful. So 40. That is going to be a throw over to first base. A bad throw, but a great stretch by the first baseman. And that's will be three away. Good thing Kim Do Young better be buying a little steak dinner, a couple shots in a round for his first baseman on that throw. Has tried to airmail it, but it's a great to catch by the first baseman. This sends us to the fifth inning. Kia up 2-0. They offer so three numbers, and yeah, they all sucked. They said that 40 meant something good. I don't I don't know what 40 means. Uh-oh, I think my YouTube chat isn't working. Yeah, it looks like my YouTube chat stopped working. For some reason Steve's chat didn't come up right. Oh yeah, so I have whenever I'm streaming, I have two different. So I have three chats. I have one for Soup, and there's two for YouTube. One for Top Chat and one for Live Chat. And I had it set for Top Chat. Yeah, they used to frame before the ABS system, and they still frame. Like, yeah, I think it's the funniest thing because they'll still frame like this. They frame everything because the KBO umpires were awful. And fakes the bunts, pulls it back. He's got to do something to get on because he's not getting it on by hitting, by swinging the bats at 125 on the season for the shortstop. And that's it, catches the outside, and it's quickly 0-2. And lays off of that. Good to see him laying off of a pitch. Yeah, they used to frame everything. The KBO used to have a really flat, wide zone. So a couple years, so in 2024, they started the ABS system, which was absolute godsend. It was so bad before. Uh, the reason why a lot of side armors are in Korea is because the zone was literally, and I'm not exaggerating this at all. It was batter's box to batter's box. That's misses way up high. So it used to be the plates, but it would not. It would be like a very flat. It wouldn't be the top of the knees. Oh, thank you, whoever. Oh, that's not to. There's a swing and a miss. There is Another strikeout for him. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know why he's in the lineup. I mean, there's nothing else to say besides I don't know why he's in the lineup. I've never seen him hit. The only thing I've ever seen him do, I've seen him commit more errors than actually hit the ball, and I'm talking foul balls too. Kim Jae Hyun steps in 0 for 2 on the day. That one is way wild though. 0 for 2 on the day. Lined out to a short in his first at bat, a 4-3 ground out in his seconds. But yeah, the zone is that is a way up high, swing and a miss at a pitch up at his eyes. And so they had a meeting with the umpires, and they're like, "Oh, we need to fix this." So they made him start calling wider strike zone, and it was I seriously, it was a batter's box line to batter's box line, but it was like the belly button to like the midway through the thighs. Nope, this is a different batter, Sean. Different batter. That guy already struck out. The 1-2 misses way outside. I watched this guy hit 2 home runs the other night. It's his last game that I saw him play. He ended up hitting 2 home runs. He is, I really feel like come out of nowhere as the 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Stays 2-2. The 2-2 is a slapped foul. Oh yeah, when it does, yeah, it doesn't help. Yeah, basically the number 9 hitter, who's I believe hitting 120 on the season now, as that is going to be rolled over. First baseman will grab it to step on the bag, and that will be 2 away. Thank you, thank you. Welcome, Gibbon. I love the fact that she reads it Konglish whenever it's a Korean name, but she reads it English whenever it's an English name. Big leg kick there, pops it up. A third baseman giving a waddle run after it, but foul. Oh no. Kim Sun Bin now 0 for 2 on the day. I mean, you get used to it eventually. There are some that are, again, some that are confusing. Yeah, a lot of foul territory in, but only, yeah, just by the dugouts. Once you get past first base, the bags, then, and I love that these are the 2 teams that their home dugout is on the third base side. So this is the only time that Kia ever has is in the first base side. All right, so now I think we're finally ready. Kim Sun Bin, owner of the baggiest uniform in the league and the lowest hat in the league. 0 questions. And on the 0-1 pitch, just gets a piece of the zone. I don't think there's any way it caught the back half of that. I just yeah. Oh wow, it did. Did get a piece of that, so fouls it away. Stays 0-2. Having ourselves a good old fashioned pitchers duel here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I mean it's so much fun going to games. Sean, if you look at my YouTube channel, there's a playlist called KBO Experience, and it actually has 360-degree games or 360-degree cheer section views. As the 0-2 misses way outside, 1-2. So yeah, you can go and use your phone to look around, or if you have VR goggles or anything like that, and make sure you put it on 4K, and you can actually see what it was like in the cheer section. Because my season ticket was the front row of the cheer section, so it's pretty cool to go back and watch. Yeah, runner first, no outs. Please tell me they're going to bunt. So please tell me they're going to bunt. Kiwi. Is it Kim Tae Yun coming up? Is that's going to be a liner to right field? But that caught. Three up, three down as we go to the bottom of the fifth. 2-0. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't know the dances and the cheers and everything, it's really yep. Samsung, he is the best at getting through 6 innings. He is always leads the league in quality starts. It's just Samsung can't seem to score whenever he's out there. Again, he has a 2.12 ERA in 8 games, but he's 2-1. He's given up 13 runs, 12 earned runs in 8 games, but he only has 2 wins. Please tell me they bunted into a double play, Kiwi. All right, the 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up for Samsung in the bottom of the fifth inning. Oh no, 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 no. Your Jane Nail is the pitcher for Kia. They're winning. It's Hirado, the pitcher for Samsung, that cannot score runs whenever he's up there. All right, so Jun Byung Woo misses outside on the first pitch. 1-0. Nail 9 pitches in the third inning, 7 pitches in the fourth. That catches the bottom of the zone. 1-1. Oh yeah, 100% Kiwi. That's just catches a piece of the zone. Lion, I wouldn't say too much. I wouldn't say too much. You still have the Kia bullpen. You still have the Kia bullpen. A 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he just got a piece of that once again, throwing that pitch way off the zone, but he throws the bat out there. That is another foul. Those of you guys hanging out in the soup, next to my channel is a little star. If you click that little star, that's how you follow me. Kind of like subscribing on YouTube. That way you can easily find me and I'll show up in your main page. And if you're hanging out in the YouTube, you can always like the stream and also more than welcome to subscribe. As here we go, another 1-2 pitch to Jun Byung-woo, 0 for 1 on the day. That is going to be a ground ball right at the shortstop. Makes the play. Goes down as he throws the glove up and hopes it lands in it.
Thank you for the recommendation, Wingstack WK.
Thank you, Wingstack. Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, no question asked. I mean, you have some Korean pitchers that are pretty good, but far and away the best pitchers in the league are no questions. I wouldn't say, well, yeah, I would say the American pitchers are the better pitchers, and I would say that the Venezuelan hitters are the better hitters. Just gonna go foul now. It's 0-2. Yeah, the star makes super easy to find. It also it's kind of important. So it's like a subscriber on YouTube. So if I get to a certain amount of stars, I can become an official sports streamer. I can get a better percentage of ad revenue. Not that I'm like in the 2 months, 2.5 months that I've been streaming on Soup, I've made $5. No problem. And thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm trying to say thank you for each of the hearts.
Thank you for the recommendation, 내일 40.
Native Sashi. Like I said, thanks, Bring. Anytime that there's a Korean name, and she Konglishes it. Thank you for the recommendation, Native Sashi. And the 1-2 pitch is lifted into left field. He's going to have to get on his horse right at the warning track. Jumps and then it bounces over him and then bounces over him again. And that is going to be a double on what should have been a easy out. Oh my, that was so bad. Oh Lord. Yeah, he's like, oh my God, how did he miss that? Wow. No, not at all. He just, yeah. They have a thing called hit and miss or nice and miss or something like that. Got that pencil lead. These sweet Minions pencils that I bought about 7 years ago. Not joking at all. The missing night. I haven't either. Maybe they got in trouble for making fun of players or something. Yeah, I bought 25 Minions mechanical pencils about 8 or 9 years ago. And I don't do they I don't know if they have never ending lead, but I rarely run out of them. And a great play by Kim Do-young to stop it, throws across and not going to be in time. And that's going to put the runners on the corner. Kim Do-young made a great play to stop it from getting through to knock it down. He tried to throw him out, but the throw was way, way off. Yeah, 100% should have made that catch. There's zero question at all. Now you've got your runners on the corner. Just one out for Kim Sung Yoon. Do not think of Kim Sung Yoon as your regular number 9 hitter because he is not. He is often, I don't know why, but he is no longer in the leadoff spot or the number 2 spots. Yeah, he definitely saved a run right there. Right. Yeah, which is why he's down in the number 9 spots. All right, so runners on the corner. He needs a big strikeout here. He had one strikeout already. Kim Sung Yoon is not only left-handed, but he is also very fast. So he is not a guy that is easily doubled up, only hitting at 254. That is not going to matter as that is a clean single through, and that is going to score a run. And as Samsung cuts the lead 2-1. What is all right? So now they've got runners on first and second. Still just one outs for the top of the lineup. Yuji Huck looks at ball one outside, 1-0. 75 pitches for Nail as he has been cruising through since the back-to-back singles. This inning is the first time he's given up had a base runner since then. A 1-0 pitch. That one is lifted up. A left fielder will get a chance to make a play here. He does, and that's 2 away. Brings up the number 2 hitter. Yeah, if he didn't catch that either, ooh, wow. That is tells you you've been watching KBO too much. At Gujauk looks outside at that one, and it's 1-0. Gujauk 1 for 2 on the day, singled in his first at bat, popped up to the shortstop in his second at bat. That is swing and a miss. 1-1. The 1-1 misses outside. It's 2-1. Yeah, well, he didn't touch it, so you know how that goes. Yeah, why all of those? Like the 2-1, he fouls that one. He should have put that one in the outfield, but he did not. Yeah, especially because Crisis, like I said earlier, Samsung has the third base dugout. So their home dugout is the third base dugouts. All right, the 2-2 counts. Rolled over, second baseman will grab it, throws over to first, and he gets out of the inning. Only gives up one. He shouldn't have given up any, as we will go to the break. I'll be back in just a few as Kia leads 1-2. All right, bounce back, I think. Harado is still out there on the mound. Quickly, yep, there's the first pitch to Kim Do Young, and ball one. Uh-oh. That's Mrs. Low, 2-0. Last a few innings. That's the wrong guy there. 2-0 misses, and that's 3-0. Yeah, so yeah, for them
Thank you
to
for the recommendation, Yagupan Chris.
thank you, Mr. Chris. Thank you, Yahoo fan. Yeah, only giving up one there. You have to think that's a great outcome for Nail there, as that catches the bottom of the zone of 3-1. But yeah, the Lions had a ton of opportunities in the first inning, runners on first and second, no one outs, and there they probably should have gotten another run there. Yeah, they have the player analysis team as that is going back, jumping, not able to make the catch. Kim Do Young has plenty of speed. He's going to round second and is going to cruise into third base with a leadoff triple. And that is just what Kia needed. What's the problem with the player analysis teams? The managers don't follow what those things say. That was a difficult play. He made an awful route though. Just like Sean was talking about, so that route was really bad. Turning around, he looks. I don't know what he was doing. All right, Adeline steps in. That is going to be a single through the left right side, and that is going to score a run as Kia gets their run right back, and it's now 3-1. That's a nice, easy swing into right field. And now Adeline hanging out on first base. And that is in there. In there for a strike to a Nasung bomb. Yeah, Arbo, I know they have analytics teams. Some of them have analysis teams, but again, yeah, I don't know. Nails had too many games that have the other team, his bullpen has just blown it. That is lifted up a foul, and it's 1-2. Again, Arpo, so many bad fundamentals like that. He just couldn't catch. I don't know what is the deal with the lights in KBO stadiums, but outfielders just cannot seem to pick up the ball. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch, Nasung bomb, 1 for 2 on the day. 1-2 is going to be a ground ball through the right side on a diving attempt, and that's going to put runners on first and second. As Nasung Bomb comes up with another single. He's been on base twice now. They've got the game going. As Gerardo looking to be in a little bit of trouble here. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Guess what time it is, ladies and gentlemen? You guessed it. We've got a runner on first and second with nobody out. Absolutely no speed on the base pass at all. But you can guess what's about to happen. You can only guess what's about to happen. Only the best possible thing. Bunting is the coolest. If bunting is the coolest, consider me Miles Davis. He just said this is not a case for a bunt. The Korean announcer said this is not a case for a bunt. And what do? They turn around and try to bunt. No, this isn't a time for a bunt. Why? Because it's the 6th inning. That's why. That's your number one reason right there. It's the 6th inning. He drops down the bunt, but foul. No. I don't know if anybody else noticed this that's watching in Soup. The third baseman just watched the third base coach give his signs I think he went around. And he offered at it. That's twice now that he has gotten away with it. And the 2-1 is fouled, and now they don't have to worry about the bunt. That's misses outside, runs the count full. Guy's been on base twice today. He's 2 for 2. He beat out an infield single. Oh, wow. Adeline almost got picked off at seconds. 3-2 counts. Catches him looking on the outside, and that's is what you get for trying to bunt. No way. They're bunting with Moon Hyun Bin? Right, 1 out. Pak Song Jun steps in. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Also, that is going to be lifted into a diving stop by the center fielder, and that's be 2 away. Good read on it from Adeline, who saw that he was closing in on it quickly. And that is 2 away. All right, so Kim Tae-goon steps in now. That's the thing. He makes that catch, but he doesn't make the catch to center field, as that misses up high. Want to know? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Kiwi swing and a miss. Yeah, I wonder what they do for to uh to work on their outfield routes. Way outside at 2-1. 90 pitches now for Gerardo, trying to get through this inning without giving up any more runs to get his quality starts. Yeah. And the 2-1 is ripped, but it's foul. 2-1 still. 2-2, sorry. He'll pitch 6 innings. He is the quality starts king. He goes 6 innings at least every starts. He's 8 games. He's thrown 51 innings. So he averages over a little over 6 innings per game. As the 2-2 swing and a miss. And that'll be it. As he gets 2 strikeouts in this inning, we will go to the bottom of the 6th. 3-1 Kia. Yeah, he's just ridiculous. Doesn't walk guys and lets his defense his defense do the work. Yeah, I still don't have a lot of trust in the Kia bullpen, though. So elsewhere around the league, only Doosan is the only home team still winning. Kium's up 2-0. I told you guys to pick that one. LG's up 5-1. I told you guys to pick that one. Hanwha's up 3-2. I told you to pick that one. And obviously, this game, I said Samsung should come out with a victory, but they are behind at 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the sixth here. And they will have the 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up. This is the dangerous part of this lineup. This is up high, ball 1 to Che Hyung-woo. 1 for 2. Yeah, it is banned. They banned it right after the MLB banned it. They do have they won't shift, but as far as like the hard shift like they used to have, the 2-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike at 2-1. Picking winners is easy as long as you're not having to bet any money with it. The minute you put money on, it suddenly becomes a lot more difficult. That catches the inside corner, 2-2. 85 pitches now for Nail, trying to get himself through this inning. He'd love to throw a complete game so he doesn't have to worry about that bullpen. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Only his second strikeout of the day, third strikeout of the day. That's a big one as the first outs now. Brings up the ever dangerous Diaz. Like I feel like guys like Che Hyung-woo and Yang E-ji and those guys are just friends with everybody. Diaz 0 for 2 on the day, struck out in his first at bat, ground out to the first baseman in his second, fouls that away, and it's 1-1. Does he still talk to him in the off season? Is he still like cacao messaging him using the auto translate feature? That one is lifted up as center fielder coming in. And that will be 2 away. Kung Fu Carl wanting some bunts. Bunt, 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 a bunt, a bunt, a bunt. Xingu. And that is going to be a ground ball. Shortstop grabs it, throws across the diamond, and he throws it over his head, and he is going to head on over to second base. And that is going to be an E6. Remember that guy that I said I've seen have more errors than actually hit the ball, including foul balls? There's your shortstop, ladies and gentlemen. That is the guy I was talking about. That is the guy I was talking about. Oh, thank you, Rick Fitty. Yeah, I was wondering if he still talked with them like in the off season. Says he did not go around. Not going to give us a replay. Yeah, had all the time in the Pak Sung-gyu, that's the center fielder that just tracked down that and made that diving catch. As we're gonna have a video replay on the check swing there. Yep, he went around. Swing him, yeah. Rick Vitti is sending some jewels. It looks like a sweet potato to me. Maybe that's just because I've been in Korea too long. As the 0-1, a beautiful pitch in there for strike two. Jun Byung-woo 0 for 2 on the day, popped up to the shortstop and a 6-3 ground out. Oh, time is called. All right, here we go. The 0-2 pitch. He's going to throw that sweeper off the plates, and he a little soft liner right to the second baseman. Gives up the air, but yeah, gets the next batter, and we will go to the seventh inning. 3-1 Kia, as it's probably time for everybody's favorites, the KBO bullpen. Hunting strategy. Is James a big hunter? Or maybe you meant maybe it auto-corrected bunting. All right. Nail should be done for the day. I have to imagine that both him and Harado are done. Rough first inning for Nail, but he was able to settle back in. Who is Guak? Are you talking about Guakdu Gyung or Guakdu Gyu or Guakdo Gyu? The lefty that throws the really wide, like Chris Sale esque delivery. Is that who you're talking about? Yeah. Yeah, he had elbow surgery. All right, Harado's still out there again. 92 pitches, 92 through. As here comes the number 9 hitter, guys. Let's see if he can foul one off. Swing and a miss. Not looking good so far. He's got 1 error today. He's got 0 foul tips. You know, 1-1. Swing and a miss. Might have actually got a little piece of that. We'll check the video replay here. No, I don't think so. I'm not going to give it to him. And another 1-2. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, he got a foul. He actually hit the ball. He now has 1 foul tip and 1 error on the day. Joe Sang-woo warming up into the Kia bullpen. And the 1-2 misses low, 2-2. Elsewhere around the league, what do we got for games? Lotte and Doosan tied up now. Yeah, another 2-2. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout of the day for him. Another strikeout to number 7 for Gerardo. As we flip the lineup back over. I have all of my old games here. I haven't thrown them away yet. I'm going to go through and see the last time he pitched. That was last night. So Chaewon Jun is Park Jae-hyun, and that is through, and that should be an error, but they're going to call it a single. I guarantee you that. As Kim Jae-hyun comes through. Probably going to give them an infield hit there. Park Chan. Young. Young, Jong Do Sung, Park Jae-hyun. Nope, we didn't play in that game. That is Kim Sun Bin looking at strike one, 0-1. "100 pitches now for Gerardo." Yeah, that they need to, as that is a fouled away. 0-2. No, not that game that he played. Oh, Ulsan is killing it in the Futures League. Here we go. Chun Song. Nope, he didn't even hit in that game. 101 pitches for Gerardo. The 0-2 pitch fouled away. He stays 0-2. Here we go. Oh, here it is. Nope, that's today's game. Nope. Nope, not that one. Chung Hee. Park Chung Hong. All right, the 1-2 pitch 104 on the day. As that is going to be another foul. Stays 1-2. Where is this? Oxen View. Yes, here it is. The other two games is the 1-2 is going to be grounded. A third baseman grabs it, throws to the second baseman, and then to first in time. And the 5-4-3 double play ends the inning. Yes, here is the last time I streamed and he played. He went 0-2 with 2 strikeouts. So in the 2 games that I have streamed where he has started, he has gone 0-5 with 5 strikeouts and 1 foul tip and 3 errors. But we'll go to the bottom of the 7th anyway. Yeah, he is 100% the workhorse of the KBO. No questions asked there. I don't know. Did they give him a hit on that? I was trying to find my stats. Did they give him an error? No, nope, that's the wrong game. Nope, they did not give him an error. They did give him a hit on that. Wasn't sure if they did or not. Nice outing for Gerardo. Able to go deep, get through 7 innings. That will definitely be important 105 pitches from the guy. Nail should be done. I imagine Joe Song-woo will come out now, trying to get through without. Yeah. So we definitely should be into the bullpens now. Again, I cannot imagine Nail coming back out as they're at 93 pitches. But I've seen crazier things in my life in Korea. Coming up is going to be the 7, 8, 9 hitters. Nope, Joe Song-woo is out there on the mound. 19 games, 16.2 innings, 1 win, 1 loss, 4 holds, 2.16 ERA. I believe he is the one that blew the save in the very first game of the season. Goodbye to Nails' strikeouts, and hello to EJ Hyun, who looks at just strike one right down the middle, and it's 0-1. EJ Hyun 0 for 2 on the day, or 1 for 2 on the day. Had the double. Well, we're going to air quote that. As the 0-1 pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've got a right-handed batter, you've got a right-handed pitcher, and you've got an 0-2 count. What do? That's correct. You throw it in the other batter's box. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. And they throw it in the other batter's box. Man, it's like I'm a prophet. Or it's like they do it every single time. Here we go. The 1-2 pitch sets up down at the knees, and that's going to be ball 2. Imagine that. 0-2 counts, right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. You throw the next pitch into the other batter's box, trying to get him to chase way off. And then now you can't find the strike zone again as your 1-2 pitch went even farther off the plate. And now it's 2-2. And then here comes the pitch that is going to be low for ball 4 or ball 3. Here we go. The 2-2 pitch. Nope, it misses up high and in, and it's fouled away. Would have been ball 3. Surprised that Kim Sun Bin is still out there. All right, so what do we do here now? We got that lovely 0-2 pitch, or a 2-2 pitch now, sets up down at the knees again. And he lifts that one up. His center fielder will go over a little bit, calls off the right fielder, and that's a 1 away. Brings up the number 8 hitter. Yeah, it's amazing how much Hirado just continues to pitch and pitch and pitch and pitch and pitch and pitch. Like I get it. Like, yeah, that's the thing. Is it? I get you trying to get him to chase, but you gotta at least make it look something like a strike. That's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. It's a wasted pitch in a league where you got relievers that can't throw more than 15 pitches in an inning, can't throw more than 1 inning. It's a league where your bullpen is not very good, and so you need to save your pitches. It's just it's an awful strategy. As the 0-1 pitch swing and fouls that away. And again, I get, trying to throw like a slider that breaks off the plates as a pitch, or something like that. But the catcher literally sets up with his foot halfway out of the catcher's box into the other batter's box, or the the constant slamming of the glove on the ground. We'll see if he does it here. 0-2, he's going to go up high. Misses right down the middle. Middle miss. And the 0-2 is fouled straight back. Now do they waste a pitch? I don't know what pitches he throws. I only know what pitches the starters throw. So I don't know if he's got a curveball at all. Or something that'll ride in on the hands. All right, the 0-2 pitch. That misses way down and inside. 1-2. One-two pitch. Just misses. That's the pitch I want to see on an 0-2 count. That's the pitch I want on an 0-2 count. Here we go, the 2-2. Lays off. And now we've got that full counts. Again, 0-2 counts to 3-2 counts. But I will say this is a little bit different. It doesn't feel like he automatically threw that way out in the other batter's box. But we've got an 0-2 count now. Or 3-2, and that's late. But fouls it away and stays 3-2. 14 pitches now for Jo Song-woo. Here against Kang Min-ho in the bottom of the lineup, but 1 for 2 on the day. And the 3-2 fouled straight back once again. The 3-2 pitch just sets up right down the middle. Rolls it over, third baseman, easy play, the throw across, and 2 away. Two away now, brings up the number 9 hitter. Kim Sung-yoon steps in. He had the RBI single in his last at-bat, 1 for 2 on the day. That's misses up high. Ball 1, 1-0, 17 pitches now. Jo Song-woo average it to 264 for Kim Sung-yoon. Was absolutely killing it before the injury and has struggled to make his way back. That is a foul away, 1-1. Da, 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 da. No, we saw Kim Sung-yoon. As the 1-1 pitch is just misses low, 2-1. That says, you can do it, Kim Sung-yoon. I will send you guys my bill for the translation services. There we go, the 2-1 pitch. That is going to be a line into center field. Making the play is the center fielder for outs number 3. We will go to the 8th inning. Kia with a 3-1 lead. Good route there by the center fielder. As give some compliments where they are due. He is a natural center fielder, though. He is a guy that actually has always played center field. Right, coming up at the top of the 8th inning, we're going to be into the bullpen. Into the bullpen, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. The league, Hanwha still holding on to that 3-2 lead. LG's up 5-1. Lotte just took the lead in the top of the 6th. They are up 5-4 now. And Kium hanging on to that 2-0 lead, but it is not looking good as they've got runners on a 2nd and 3rd with just 1 out. Raul Alcantara still out there on the mound. Well, the bottom of the 7th inning, looking rough for Kium to try to hold on to that lead. So all of the away teams now winning today. Crazy. The Tuesday, all the away teams won. Wednesday, all the home teams won. Yesterday was a bit of a mix, but not very many good games yesterday. Just one good game yesterday. A little foreigner there. All right, out on the mound is Baechan Sung, Arpo's favorite pitcher. 20 games, 15 innings, 2 wins, 3 holds, a 240 batting average against. Sorry, a 240 ERA. He is a hard throwing a left-hander, ladies and gentlemen. There's the 3-1 up high, 155 on the gun there. Now ball 1. Yeah, he's had a lot of. I'm actually happy for him because every outing that I ever stream of his, he's been not good. So it's good to see him. It's good to see him pitching a little bit better. Tell him I'm sorry for the last 2 outings that I streamed of his. I thought if looks like John Sung Hyun back behind the plates now for Samsung. I was actually worried. I thought if he had another bad outing that I was gonna have to stop streaming him. Rio pitch to starts. I think that's him. All right, the 3-0 is right down the middle for a strike. 3-1. Landers at 5-2 now. That's a misses, and that's going to be a leadoff walk to Kim Do-young. Plenty of speed, but do they want him running is the real question. Do they want him running? Oh, 5 pitches, a walk, a runner now on first base, has plenty of speed. Adeline steps in. Yeah, the first pitch is fouled away. 0-1. Adeline, 1 for 3 on the day. RBI single in his his last at bat. A strikeout looking and a fly out to center. Well, I hope so, as that one has popped up. First baseman into foul territory and it makes the catch. On away. Brings up Na Sung Bomb. Kim Jin Sung. Yeah, he has been around for a while. He's a pretty solid reliever. Not a big flashy guy, but he gets the outs. As that's a swing and a miss on the Nasung Bomb. A high fastball there. 2 for 3 on the day. A single, a run scored, a fly out to center, and another single. Pak Bean warming up there in on the side there. Nasung Bomb Anta. The 0-1 way up high there. Yeah, no 1-1. 258 on the season for the Capitan. Kim Do-young, plenty of, and he goes. Not even close. Not even close. A great pitch to run on. It could be, Kiwi. Wow. Is it 2-0 or is it 2-0 or 2-1, Sean? Pitch is a foul away. He fouls it off of the umpire. The catcher quickly gets up to catch him. Nasang Bomanta. That's too bad. I got Alcantara on my fantasy team. All right, the 2-2 is sets up right down the middle, misses up and in, and it runs the count full 3-2. What's up, Trey? In the they changed a lot in the bullpen because a lot of these guys can't throw strikes. They can only throw 12 to 15 pitches, as that is a fouled away. Stays a 3-2. So yeah, if you watch the MLB, they have the 3-pitcher rule where you have to face 3 pitchers, or you have to face 3 batters or end an inning. So they do not have that in the KBO. So you can bring in a lefty and he walks the guy, and then that is going to catch him looking at the top of the zone. A beautiful pitch, and a 2 away. Brings up the number 8 hitter. Sorry, no, the number 6-7 hitter. 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. The number 6 hitter, Kim Ho-young. 2 for 2 on the day, and then they tried to have him bunt, and then he ended up striking out. 14 pitches for Pei Chang Sung, and that is into the dirt. So ball 1, 1-0. Kim Do-young over at second base. He easily scores on a single. Especially with 2 outs, he's on the run on any contact. The 1-0 runs inside, and the catcher is once again struggling to catch the ball. Forgot that he's a catcher, not a dropper. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I've got jokes all day. Jokes all day. Going to intentionally walk him. Interesting choice. I love this. They're intentionally walking the guy that the other team, the Kia team, didn't think was good enough to get a hit. Strategy, ladies and gentlemen. Bringing up the guy that already is 2 for 3 on the day with an RBI single, a single, and a fly out to center field that was with a diving stop. All right, runners on first and second, 2 outs. That's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. 0-1. Pak Song Jun, 2 for 3 on the day, 294 on the season. In RBI single back in the second inning that put Kia ahead at the time. Has lost sound, and we'll see if I'm still back. I'm gonna check something real quick, guys. See if I have music in my ear or not. As the 0-2 misses low. Okay. Just had to make sure I had music. I got a connection and then a lost connection sound. No, not my AirPod for the computer. So I have this AirPod is the game and this AirPod is the computer. It was just for some reason I got the sound that it dropped and then the sound that it reconnected, and I just wanted to make sure it was still connected after that foul ball. 5-3 now, Sean. OBS has been absolute awful this whole year. Like every single time I log into it, I have to sit there and I have to reconnect to my YouTube channel. Is the 1-2 pitch? Nope. OBS does not like Max, that's for sure. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Bats will end the inning. A walk, a stolen base, but nothing. And we will go to the bottom of the 8th. 3-1 Kia. This is where the things get interesting, ladies and gentlemen. This is where it gets interesting. That's why they walked. That's why they walked the number 6 hitter to get to him. All right, so this is really the game for Samsung. They've got to the top of the lineup coming up against the relievers for Kia. So Kia has one of the worst bullpens in the league, and Samsung has one of the best offenses in the league. We'll see what happens here. So if we take a look, bullpen ERA. Kia is now made themselves the 4th best with a 4.40 ERA. Interesting. All right, so we're coming back top of the lineup. If you get through this top of the lineup without coughing up the lead, yeah, it looks like I know they had a run for like 10 days that they were just lights out bullpen. All right, a lefty on the mound, so it will not be him. Che Jimin. First pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. No Peraza. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. This guy looks like he's thrown it a lot harder than 148. UG Huck 0 for 3, a 4-3, a 4-3, and a fly out to left. So here comes the 0-2. Sets up on the outside. Way outside. Imagine that, ladies and gentlemen. Left-handed batter. The left-handed pitcher, 0-2 counts, and they throw it in the other batter's box, almost like they do it a lot. Who's pitching for KT? As the 1-2 pitch up high. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. It'll work. It'll get him. Park Jung-woo into right field now. Na-sung Bomb done for the day. That's a misses outside. And just like that, the 0-2 to a 3-2. And he walks him, goes from an 0-2 and walks him. Gotta love the KBO bullpen special. Kujauk steps in now. That's in there for a strike on the outside. Sean, I was talking to Kiwi. He's a woo as he knocks him down. I was talking to Kiwi because Kiwi is a big Hanwha fan. That's exactly who I was expecting. I was expecting Han Seung-hyuk to be out on the mound. Giving him a dirty look. He's going to go call his mom real quick, and then we'll get back to the rest of the game. Yeah, he is literally the biggest Hanwha fan. He might be the biggest baseball fan. The 1-1 is lifted up. Second baseman out into the grass. Makes the catch. As the NBA guy. All right, 1 out. This is the guy right here, Chae Hyung-woo. All-time RBI leader, all-time doubles leader, all-time hit leader. Coming up to bat, 1 for 3 on the day. That misses up high, ball 1. He's 1 for 1 with runners on base today, 0 for 2 with runners not on base. Against lefties, he's only hitting .462 on the day or on the season. That misses way outside at 2-0. Sean, we mean he's the biggest baseball fan because he's 200 centimeters tall. Swing and a miss on ball 3, and it's 2-1. So he's 6'6". Now we've got a 2-2 count. I'm hopefully sleeping past a 7:15. The 2-2 pitch hits him. All right, so runners on first and second now for Diaz. Last time we had that. Last time we had. Nope, they're video replaying, I guess. Well, while they're doing that, a couple of things. Please make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Whether you're on Soup or YouTube, like on YouTube, it's called an upper recommendation on Soup. Extremely important. If you do that, it puts the stream out onto the main page, the homepage for souplive.com. And also, if you are watching, make sure you subscribe over on YouTube. If you're not subscribed yet, if you're on Soup, make sure you hit the little star next to my channel name. That is how you follow me and makes it easier to find my streams and all of that stuff. And neither one of them cost anybody any money. Oh, it did hit him. I think he got the old forearm. Elsewhere around the league, Hanwha's up 5-2. LG's hanging on; they're up 5-3. Lotte Doosan tied at fives, and Kium has gone up 4-1. I'm sure it was a Brooks 2-run shot in the eighth inning. That's gonna be my guess. Close. Brooks pinch hit and got out. All right, out on the pinch running here. I'm waiting for them to pop the name up here. All right, the Diaz steps in over 3 on the day. 305 on the season. And that is a foul away. 0-1. Struck out in his first at bat with 2 runners on. Ground ball to the first baseman with nobody on, and a fly out to center with nobody on. And the 0-1 is a fouled away. 0-2. Kim Song-jun. Runners on first and second to 1 out. 0-2 count to Diaz. And he turns on that one. Foul. I thought we were going to have a replay of the last time he had runners on first and second and his team was down by 2. That, of course, was the walk-off line shot against Cushing. That was a line, but it hooks foul. Just out in front of it. All right, we'll try this again. 17 pitches. Here comes pitch number 8. Still an 0-2 count. Sets up outside off the plate, and he pops him up. Third baseman under it, and now into foul territory, makes the catch, and that will be a 2 away. Good morning, Jungle. Good afternoon, and
Thank you for the
soon,
recommendation,
good
The
night.
Jungle.
Jungle always making his way in here at least some points in every game and hitting that thumbs up. Thank you very much. that'll be it for him. We will have a pitching change to come in and face the right-handed Pak Sung Gyu. Righty versus righty, just the way everybody wants it. Oh, while we're doing that, oh no, actually, Kia starter has not had a good year at all, and did not has not had a good year at all, honestly. Coming into today's game, an ERA of 4. Last year he had an ERA of where is it? Last year an ERA of 2.25, and 2024 an ERA of 2.53. Yeah, he has definitely not had a good season this year. He will be the first one to tell you that. But he did have a good outing today. Both starting pitchers had great outings, honestly. Both starters had pretty solid outings. Well, thank you. Again, tomorrow will be a Hanwha game. Nail and Oler having Pak Sung Gyu is Sung Young Tak, the closer, out on the mound now. Sung Young Tak coming in. He will be tasked with getting 4 outs. He's going to have the 5 as 6s. That's a misses low. Want to know who started for him yesterday? Oh, Wang Dong-ha. Wang Dong-ha is an interesting case. So Wang Dong-ha was a reliever and was a starter in 2024. And then he started last year, but he was awful. At the start of this season, he was also awful. I mean, really, really bad, awful. As that misses up high, 2-1 now. But his last 3 have been pretty good. The last 4 outings, it looks like, have been really solid outings. Again, he had an ERA of ridiculousness at the beginning, as that is going to be a shot into center field. It's going to drop. 1 run is going to come on in. Pak Sung Gyu comes on in, and that is going to be an RBI single from Pak Sung Gyu as they cut it to 3-2. This was my concern for Kia. If they got a lead, could their bullpen hold it? All right, the number 6 hitter comes up, Jun Byung-woo. 0 for 3 on the season, or on the day. And that is a fouled away. Jun Byung-woo, 269 on the season, had the big grand slam the other day. The 0-1 misses way up high, 1-1. That run is a charge to Che Ji-min. All right, the 1-1 pitch is sets up on the outside. just off the plates and misses off the plates. 2-1. And the 2-2 rolled over, but so will get foul. Moves it to 2-2. Sung Young Taka, a very, very young pitcher. I think he's 20. I believe he is 20 years old. And that misses, and he's going to steal the seconds. No more force out there. Now you've got 2 runners in scoring position. Runners at second and third with a 3-2 count. And that is going to be roped right at the left fielder who misses the play. 1 run is in, and that is going to give them the lead 4-3. Like I said, I thought Kia would get out early, and then I thought Samsung would come back in the end. Somebody put me on a sports show, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody put me on a sports show. It's not even fair. Not even fair. EJ Hyun steps in now. That's in there for a strike on the inside. That ain't MLB junk. Another blown save with welcome, Mick. Another blown save for a good outing from Nail, as that is in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Kia Tigers fans in there cheering with the Samsung fans. That is a strike on the outside, and that will end the inning. But Samsung puts up 3 in the bottom of the 8th to take the lead 8-4 as we go to the 9th inning. 4-3 is Samsung. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I just don't know what to say. I did notice that, which is crazy. Like, I mean, they had what, I think 1 double today. Yeah, they had 1 extra base hit today. So Mick, if you go to my channel, if you go to the community tab, I put up a poll each week. So what I do is I put up a poll. You guys get to pick which series you guys want to watch. And then from that, during the week, I pick which games are going to have the better pitching matchups or which games I kind of want to see out of those. And then on the weekends, I usually just pick based on the matchups, or I always do the 2 o'clock on a Saturday game, but then the other ones are based on matchups and stuff like that. I mean, again, the Samsung lineup is just too good to not take advantage of early mistakes from them. Again, Kia's bullpen just doesn't instill a lot of confidence to me. Samsung has just been hitting us so well. as that is going to bring in the old closer, I guess, right? All right, we'll be back at top of the ninth inning. It is a mess, but Kia's offense is also not very good, and they are going to have the 8-9 hitters coming up too. All right, to Kim Jae Yoon out on the mound, top of the ninth inning, 8-9-1. Kim Jae Yoon facing Kim Tae Goon. That's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. All right, it's the 1-1 pitch now. And another 1-1 pitch. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. 1-2. Yeah, I mean, that's play by the left fielder. The two plays by the left fielder, honestly, have been pretty bad. I don't know if he is naturally an outfielder or what. I know he is young. I think he's like 20 or 21, maybe something like that. All right, the 1-2 pitch to Kim Tae-gyun, and that is going to be into the gap. That is going to one hop into the wall. Center fielder grabs it, and Kim Tae-gyun is going to be handed on second base with a leadoff double here in the top of the ninth inning. And this game is far from over as Kim Tae-gyun comes up with another big hit. RBI single in the second inning, and here a leadoff double. Runner on the second base for Kia, as they're going to have the guy that has done nothing. Nothing. 0 for 5. I get maybe they've already pinch hit for him. I cannot imagine this guy. No. Well, yeah, we've got a pinch hitter here. Kimia. That's in there for a strike at the top of the lineup. Han Jun Soo out on the mound now, or out on the pinch hitting with your catcher here. Yeah. All right, here we go. Well, the 0-1 pitch. That one is popped up as we do have a pinch runner out there. Kim Yu Sung is a pinch running. So they're going to end up switching spots in the lineup. Brings up the top of the lineup. Go ahead and get that to change now. All right, to Park Jae Hyun. This is the guy. This is the left fielder, ladies and gentlemen, and that is a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. That's a little too much for me, man. I'm sorry, that's a little too much. Yeah, is the 0-1 into the dirt. 1-1. Kim Gyu Sung a pinch running over to second base. 1-1 count, 1 out, down by 1. The number 1 hitter up to bat. He has one hit on the day. It was a one bagger. And that is way up high at 2-1. Loving some good games after the last couple days. Have had some absolute blowouts. 5-2 Hanwha KT, a 5-3 LGSSG, 6-5 Doosan and Lotte, 4-1 bottom of the ninth for Kium. As here comes the 2-1 pitch. That is a turned on, lifted, going, go. Goodbye, baseball. 5-4. If they win today, it's because of that guy. The 2-run shots. Arbo gives up. Arbo's like, I don't even want to do this anymore. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys know, anytime there's a home run, we open up a pack of cards. He knew it's a 120 at 163 off the bats. I've seen him hit 3 home runs now, none bigger than that. All right, let's get this pack of cards open as Kim Sun Bin looks at to strike one in there. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First one is a utility infielder for the old KT Wiz, Oyun Suk. Crappy card. Next up is I don't know who. Ikong Jun, a pitcher for the Kium Heroes. That's why I don't know who it is. That's 0-2 now. And next up is a utility infielder for the old Doosan Bears, Oh Myung Jin. So overall, a crappy pack as the 0-2 is fouled away. Stays 0-2. I wonder how much my neighbors can hear me. Harpo, it's not worth it, man. All right. Here we go. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at a pitch over his head, which doesn't say a lot because he is really short. But that was way over his head. And a 2 away. He knew it right away, too. My apartment is brand new. I've never heard any of my neighbors ever. So I'm hoping all right, Kim Do Young, did he hold up? Home plate umpire says no, he did not, and that's in there for a strike. 0-1. Those of you guys joining, an interesting into this game, but please make sure you hit the like button, the thumbs up for me, as that is important on YouTube, and it's even more important over on SOOP, as the 0-1 is going to be lifted. That's going to might drop down. Nope, a great catch by Kim Sung-yoon in right field, and that will take us to the bottom of the ninth. 5-4 Kia as they come from behind in the top of the ninth. We'll go to the bottom. All right. Again, guys, I know a lot of you just joined. Please, if you're on SOOP, please hit the thumbs up. It's called a like or a recommendation. They actually count them and they rank you on the entire system. It's very important. It helps put the channel out there. If you are not over there on a SOOP or a YouTube, please make sure on YouTube that you subscribe. I stream 6 days a week with the KBO. I've been living in Korea for 12 years now. I've been going to games for 12 years. So I know a lot about the KBO. I stream 6 days a week. And you guys get to pick which games. And then if you're over on Soup, make sure that you click the little star next to my channel name. That's how you follow me there. None of that costs anything, but it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside when I see them later. Well, I know you're subscribed. You can't chat without subscribing. But thank you, though. All right. They're going to have the 8-9-1 hitters coming up for Samsung at this bottom of the ninth. We'll see what happens. All right. Bottom of the ninth. I don't know how this is possible, but both of my closers in my fantasy league have blown a save in this game. I have Sung Young Tak as a closer, and I have Kim Jae Yoon as a closer. Somehow, both of them. All right, Pak Min at short, to Kim Yu Sung over at second, Han Jun Soo behind the plate. The Kia closer is the guy that just blew the save in the other inning. Kim Ji Chan is going to lead things off here in the bottom of the inning, pinch hitting for the catcher. So I will try to get some things changed as quickly as I can. As here we go, the 0-1 pitch. That is going to be slapped foul, 0-2. So Kim Gyu Sung doesn't go to short. He goes to second as Kim Sun Bin is done now. He will be out, and they will have Pak Min in his spot. Yeah, blown save and the win. Just stat farming, really. All right, got that change, and that's going to be rolled over. That is going to be trouble. He has a ton of speed, but not that much. And that is one away. Brings up the number 9 hitter, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's Sean, that's probably one of the fastest, if not the fastest guy in the league right there. All right, Kim Sung Yoon steps in now. And that's way up high. Ball 1-0. Kim Sung Yoon, 1 for 3 on the day. RBI single back in the 5th inning. It's okay, Harpo. The 1-0 pitch misses up high, 2-0. 18 pitches now as they try to get a 4-out save from this closer. He ended up blowing the lead, blowing the save, giving up the go-ahead run was charged to him. As here we go, the 2-0 pitch misses outside, a 3-0. If he gets on base, he has a ton of speed, and you're flipping the lineup back up to the top with one of the best offenses in the league and some of the scariest hitters in the league in the 2, 3, 4 spots. Here we go. Pitch number 20 from Sung Young Tak. Kim Sung Yoon trying to get on base for the second time today. And the 3-0 pitch misses up high, ball 4. He walks him on 4 pitches, bringing the top of the lineup back into the batter's box and a ton of speed on first base. What'd he do? All right, here we go. Hitting 81 last year, 318. 0 home runs last year, 6 this year, OPS of lower than his batting average. All right, UG Yuck steps in. 0 for 3 on the day. Did have a walk and a run scored in his last at bat. That is going to be lifted as center fielder. Going to go back and makes the catch. And that's 2 away. Brings up Arpo's favorite hitter, Gujauk, the biggest crybaby in the league. Comes up to the plates. 1 for 4 on the day. This is gnarly.
너무 감사합니다.
Thank you. Dominican, I can't read the whole thing. Your name is too long. I'm going to guess that it says Dominican. Okay. Thank you,
너무
kids.
감사합니다.
All right, here we go as Gujauk looks at ball 1 low. 1-0. Gujauk has singled in his first at-bats back in the first inning with his leftover on third. Pop up to the shortstop, a 4-3 ground out, and then a pop up to a second base. 1 for 4 on the day, 310 on the season, and that is outside. Ball 2. The big thing here is the all-time KBO all-time hit leader, the all-time doubles leader, the all-time RBI leader was pinch ran for just last inning when they scored 3 runs. So on deck is not Chae Young-woo, it's Kim Sang-jun. As far as other guys that they possibly have, I think the only other option that they really have is going to be their backup catcher. As the 2-0 misses outside, and it's 3-0. So other guys that Samsung, I think, still has. They do have Pak Se-hyuk, Pak Ge-bom, Yang Woo-hyun, and nope, they're going to go Kim Han-gon, I have to imagine. Yep. Yeah. They're going to intentionally walk him. Intentionally walk him without a free base. That's interesting. All right, Kim Han-gon steps in now. On the second base, Kim Sung-yoon. Kim Sung-yoon is going to be off on anything that is hit. He has a ton of speed. Kim Han-gon, the game will be up to you, man. He has plenty of pinch hit power, but he also has plenty of pinch hit strikeout ability. And the first pitch is lifted to right field. The right fielder going over, makes the catch as he slams into the wall, and Kia takes the game 5-4. And that wouldn't have happened if they wouldn't have changed the right fielder. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. What a game. We're going to put this back up there. So those of you guys watching in SOOP, you guys can watch this out. I'll wait for that. All right. The KBO bullpens giving us another lovely game. The KBO bullpens doing it for us all as they strand the last 2 runners, as he is not able to get it up just high enough. As that was a game and a half. Fantastic game, exactly the game we were expecting. As both pitchers pitched fantastic, nailed 93 pitches, only gave up the 1 run. It shouldn't have even gave up the run. The left fielder made an awful play out in left field to end up allowing that run to score. He obviously redeemed himself a little bit later. Hirado, 105 pitches. He only gave up 3 runs, 2 in the second inning on back-to-back singles. One of them was a bloop single into right field by the catcher that happened to score a run. Then he gave up a little bit later as Kim Do-young had a triple, and then a single right behind him scored that. So no problem. Live life to the fullest. Eh, yeah, didn't get the win, but the team did get the win. So that is a huge thing for him. But the real action started in the 8th inning once the starting pitchers, once the good pitchers were gone, guys. That's when all the fun started. Bottom of the 8th inning, you had a leadoff walk to Yuji Hyuk, and then a pop fly, a foul pop, or a infield pop up from Gu Jauk, then hit by a pitch to Chae Hyung-woo. Chae Hyung-woo, this is really what changed the game. And Chae Hyung-woo ends up coming out for a pinch runner at this point, and that pinch runner is who had to be pinch hit for. And so instead of having the KBO all-time hit leader with runners on first and second down by 1 in the bottom of the 9th, you have a pinch hitter. So that was a huge thing. Hit by a pitch there. Then Diaz pops up. You got runners on first and seconds. Ended up being able to Pak Sung-gyu comes up with the RBI single to score 1 at that point, and then after that you had Pak Sung-gyu over at first base. Then you had the pinch runner over at to third, and then from there the Pak Sung-gyu ended up stealing second base. Then a 2 RBI single from Jeon Byung-woo put them up 4-3 going into the top of the 8th or top of the 9th inning. But the leadoff double by Kim Tae-gun ends up putting a runner, the go-ahead run on second base. Pinch hitter pops it up to the shortstop. But then the guy that cost them the game earlier in the day ends up coming up with a huge 2-run blast to put them ahead 5-4. And then in the top or the bottom of the 9th, you had a 4-3 ground outs and then a walk, a fly out to center field, and then an intentional walk puts the runner in scoring position. But then you have to go to a pinch hitter because, again, you took out the number 1 hitter in the league in Chae Hyung-woo, and he ends up flying out all the way to the wall on the first pitch he sees, and that was the game, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, 100% Donoff, but again, they knew the big thing is Gu Jauk is a very, very, very good hitter. There's already a 3-0 count. There's no, like, you're going to pump one over the middle for this guy who's can hit really, really well? Or are you going to walk him and then bring up the pinch runner who can't hit? And then their choices on the bench was Kim Hun-gon or basically nobody. They went with Kim Hun-gon, obviously, who ends up flying out to right. So I have no idea, Mick. I am not watching that game, but that is it for me, ladies and gentlemen, for this game. Thank you guys for tuning in. It was an absolutely fantastic game. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, whether it's on YouTube or on SOOP. And if you're on SOOP, make sure you hit the little star next to my channel name. That's how you follow me. Subscribe over on YouTube. Quick update around the score around the league. Looks like Hanwha held on to win. They win 5-3. Kia with a 5-4 win. LG is cruising past SSG now. They're up 7-3. Lotte takes the lead as 6-5 against Doosan, and Kium with a 4-1 win. So it looks like my picks were coming into the game were Hanwha, LG, and Kium, and that's right, 3 for 3 on the day, ladies and gentlemen. So that is it for me. I will see you guys tomorrow. 2:00 game. The only 2:00 game that is going to be Hanwha versus KT. Whites will be making his return for Hanwha, the first time he has pitched since going on the DL. As far as who is pitching for KT, let me do a quick little searchy search. Pitching for KT should be Jae-sung. I don't know if he'll actually start, but anyway, that's it for me, guys. I will be back tomorrow, 2:00 game, Hanwha versus KT. Thank you guys for tuning in, and as always, until next time.